Hey, what's up, guys? It's Keisha, baby, and we're going to talk about the interview that Caresha, aka Young Miami, had with the legendary Trina, okay? As y'all know, this video has went viral. Now, let's go ahead and get into it, okay? First of all, I feel like this should have been one of the first interviews that Young Miami did because they're both from Florida, okay? City girls up 1,000 points. Well, I'm gonna take some points away a little bit this time, but hey, I'm a fan of both, okay? I love some city girls, okay? And I love Trina. I love everything about her. So, like I said, they did the interview and they talked about a variety of topics, such as the BET Awards. They talked about cosmetic surgery. They talked about Trina working with Trick Daddy for forever. They talked about Trina's love, that she was previously engaged. And they also talked about her loss, like her no longer being in the engagement anymore. And also, her having to deal with things due to the unfortunate passing of her beautiful niece. And they also played a new card game called Risha Roulette, okay? And it was at this time that Young Miami revealed that she is into showers that are golden. Now, due to YouTube's standards and rules, I have to keep this very, very cookie cutter, okay? So I hope you know what I'm talking about. And oh man, her revealing what she likes to do in the privacy of a toilet, okay, that went viral, okay? I'm talking about, it's all over Beyonce's internet. They talked about it on Yahoo News, Page 6, The Shade Room. It's all over the place, okay? Young Miami likes to take showers that are colored yellow, if you know what I mean. That's all Black Twitter's talking about. But right in Florida, where these two amazing rappers are from, and again, due to YouTube's policies, I have to be very, very cookie cutter. The governor has banned a new advanced African American studies course under the Stop Woke Act. And this law also dictates what private institutions are discussing with their employees and college students. So basically, the narrative about our history is more and more being controlled. And I'm not going to go into too many details, but I would like for you all to read on this information and read about this act and read about it. It just amazes me that we kind of get a slap in our face about our history, and all we can talk about is Caresha and urine. Like, that's what's popping. And again, Caresha, aka Young Miami, and Trina talked about a lot of things, a lot of interesting things. This video was not about this one particular thing, but that's all that I've seen, outside of watching it myself. That's all I've seen on the internet. But those two rappers that are from the state of Florida, there's some rules being made about us, and this wasn't mentioned by neither one of them, by anybody that looked like me. We are way too easily distracted on things that are not important. There is nothing wrong with Young Miami liking what she likes. She is a grown woman. She is free to be free and do what she wants to do. I don't understand why that's any of our business, though. I don't understand. It's kind of like we live in a society where we're like attention whores. In general, I'm not saying this about Young Miami. In general, it's like What can we do next? What can we do next? How can we push the envelope more and more and more to be noticed, to be recognized, to be talked about? It's like we have no type of barriers. And this is not just our situation or our issue. This is, to me, with humans in general, as far as like, we just gonna push it more and more and more and more so that we could be recognized, whether it's positive or whether it's negative. As long as people are talking about us, we'll do whatever's necessary. Like I see videos where people are, did y'all see the video where it was some kids like in a Ferrari or something like that? They had their grandmother in the car and it was rented. It was like a rented Ferrari or one of those really super expensive fast cars. And they pour like a box of mice on the grandmother and she's about to have a fit and jumps out the car. I'm like, we doing everything for clicks and likes. Like, it's ridiculous. You know, I was on Beyonce's internet again and I saw like the Young Thug case where the co-defendant, he gets up in front of everybody and passes Young Thug like a drug, puts it in his hand, and it's like 2 police officers right there. Y'all on camera, it's a judge right there. Like, you just get up and just put this in this man's hand in front of everybody in a court of law, you know, and in an attempt to cover up what he did. You know, allegedly they're saying that, you know, all this is alleged because you can see what he put from his hand to Young Thug's hand, but the internet is saying that basically it was illegal contraband. And allegedly the reports are saying that he swallows everything that he snuck in an attempt to hide what he did and had to be rushed to the hospital. And I'm like, yo, was that necessary? Was it that crucial? What's going on to where like you about to risk it all just to pass some contraband from one person to the next, right in front of like police officers, right in the court of law? Like, why would you even take that in? Like, what is going on with us? Like, why would you do that? And I'm not gonna put that on Young Thug at all, because who's to say he even knew what was going on? Like, he just sitting in court, the guy walks up here, he takes it, the officer or bailiff or whatever sees it, he immediately turns it over. He may not have even known what was going on, or he may have known what was going on, but I can't put as much heat on Young Thug because, like, bro, you snuck it into the courtroom, you walked up to him. Like, you think people can just walk up to the defendants like all willy-nilly and they not watching what you're doing, and you put it in his hand in front of everybody? Like, I gotta put more of the negligence on you at this point. Like, I just want to know, why would you throw away? I mean, you already a co-defendant. Why are we just throwing away our lives and our futures on stuff that don't even matter? Okay, let's move on to the new song by MoneyBagg Yo and Glorilla. These are 2 artists that I like. I like me some MoneyBagg Yo. Like, I think he a little hot or whatever. And Glorilla, you know, her first song that came out, I was like, well, but, you know, it kind of grew on me, and just listen to her interview. She seems very genuine. But however, they have this new song called On What You On. And it's basically F my this, F my that. I don't give about none of this. Leave me alone, don't text my phone. It is what it is, it's on what you on. And she like, F my, he ain't, you know. And I'm like, this is the most toxic song I've ever heard, probably. Why are we pushing an agenda for our men and our women to be against each other, to be disrespectful to each other? Like, we already have so much on us and so much on our backs. Like, there is an agenda that's being pushed directly to our community And guess what? We are putting our foot on the gas and pressing the gas all the way to the floorboard and ramming it into our own communities. Like, nobody else is singing songs this toxic about their own women and men. Only us. Why is that? You know, back in the day, rap used to make you feel strong and empowered. And it was a sense of togetherness within the community. And it was funny and it was fun. And like, you dancing, everybody's dancing on it, like dance competitions. Rap then went from making you want to have dance competitions to making fights break out in the club, or worse, or different communities going at each other. It's no more togetherness, or no more power, or no more we got to stick together because we got other stuff coming at it. Like, it's none of that. And the female rappers, you know, these female rappers ain't just writing their lyrics 100%. They got writers, and most of them are men. They got men writers with women rapping the words from a man's perspective, which is why, to me, it's getting raunchier and raunchier. Like, to me, this has just kind of been a disheartening week for our community, between what people are trying to pass to further control, you know, our past, to further put limitations on what we know. Then the only thing we care about is who peeing on Caresha. Then we got young boys willing to risk their freedom and livelihood and just passing off illegal contraband in front of everybody. Like, who do you think you are? You think you Casper the Friendly Ghost? You think you invisible? Can't nobody see you? Next, we got Glorilla and Money Bag basically having us to chant over and over, the person who looked like he could be my brother, the person who got like the most similar background to me, the person who gonna be raising my child. F this, F that, F you. Toxic. Like, usually I try to keep it light and I try to keep it funny, but I'm just over it because it's so much life to live. And you know, like with the tragedy with the Darius Miles and what he did to that beautiful mother with a 5-year-old, the basketball player, you just take her, allegedly, you and your friend allegedly come up with this idea to delete this lady because she just wasn't interested and didn't want to talk to you. Like, I'm just tired of us hurting each other. I'm tired of us staying asleep. I'm tired of us pushing such a negative agenda willingly. Like, I know people grow up hard, like grow up poor and grow up hard, and they're just trying to put themselves in a situation where they may no longer have to do illegal things, or they can come out of like dangerous environments. But I'm like, that what you didn't like, that what, you know, that situation that didn't make you feel safe, that situation that you didn't want your kids to be raised up in, those hunger pains that you didn't like the feeling, you didn't like how it felt, we now wrapping that to the community that's still there. Whose agenda are we pushing and why? Can we please stop? All right, again, I know that we like to keep everything light. I like to be funny. I like to talk about light things, but enough is enough. Like, we are more than what we like to do in the bedroom. We're more than telling your brother, your sister, F you, F you, F you, F you, F you the entire song. Here we got Glorilla talking about what she likes to do and what bodily secretion she likes to dip her fries in, allegedly, and eat it. Like, we not gonna value ourselves like anymore. We got to stop. It's nothing wrong with what you like, but don't broadcast it to the world to where when they see us, they see urine and secretion seasoned fries. You feel me? Like, that's the lowest of the low. We better than that. We strong, we smart, we're brilliant, we're creative, we're intelligent, we're kings, we're queens, we're happy people, we're loving, we're protectors, we're providers, we're nurturing. Let's push that, all right? So that's all I got for tonight. You know my saying, if you got time for the tea, come holler at me, guys, and let's just do better, all right? Peace. Love you.